big one. The Derby's coming up this Saturday. Always a big occasion. What's the mood like in the camp?
Yeah, everyone's okay. Just started recovering from the other night, and again we prepare for tomorrow.
Aidan O'Neill, is there any update on his condition?
Not yet. We need to see how everything is. Again, we need to assess. We need to wait for our physio and what he thinks. But again, nothing at the moment. So again, we'll have to wait and see how today goes.
Well, given that it's so late in the process, does that rule him out of the Derby?
Not at the moment. No.
Do you have any other players that potentially have been missing the past few games able to come back into the squad? Is Jamo able to start if called upon?
Yeah, Jamo's available. I think the only one missing is probably Scott Galloway, who's still a couple of weeks to go. But besides that, everyone has pulled up or is okay from the other night or coming back from injury.
It's a bit of an unusual derby, this one, in the sense that it's a huge game, but then you've got to immediately jump on a plane and head to the Asian Champions League hub for the first time. Does it feel different for you, PK, preparations for this game, knowing what's to come?
No, we just prepare, or I prepare the same for any game. It's a game. The Asian Champions League is after, so there's no point worrying about that. We need to concentrate and worry about tomorrow, and then after tomorrow's done, we can concentrate on obviously the Asian Champions League. But we're not even thinking about that. We're thinking of obviously training today and then obviously the game tomorrow.
You've played in Melbourne Derbies yourself before you became a coach. Do the boys feel any more? Is there more excitement amongst the boys surrounding a Melbourne Derby, like a big sense of occasion? They know there's going to be a big crowd, a great atmosphere.
I don't know, to be honest. I think regardless of if it's a Melbourne Derby or not, I think players should be excited for every game they play. That's just the way I see it. But at the end of the day, it's two Melbourne teams. I'm sure the fans be wanting to obviously attend the game and watch the game. But for us, it's and again it's another game for us to improve and get better, and that's the way I see it.
Your mindset throughout that, you don't like to emphasise the games themselves. You take every game as it comes. You treat them all with the same level of importance. Is that a skill that you've had to teach yourself as a coach, not to get caught up in the big games? It's something you really worked on internally, to not take any game for granted?
No, I think I learned that, as a kid in football, as a player. End of the day, you can only control what you control, and that's game by game. And I learned that at a very young age. Every game is important. Every training session is important. I just think, if you don't have that mindset and you're thinking of something else, I don't know. It's just something that I've always done, and always grew up with. So, I treat, every day as important as each other, because it's a day to improve. It's a day to get better. Same with games. Games are the games. It's just a chance to improve and get better. So that's the way I treat every game, regardless of, the opposition. It's just something that I've always done.
When do you get a chance to savour the moments then? Is that for the off-season, when you savour the achievements and savour where you've got to?
Maybe. This year I didn't. We were really busy. I think, once maybe, you finish football, you might have that chance to look back and, assess maybe what you've done as a coach. I did it as a player. I didn't really think about it after pre-season. It's only when you retire do you realise maybe what you've achieved, or you sort of analyse your career. For me, it's the same. I don't look at anything else. I need to just focus on my job at hand, and that's obviously prepare the team as best as I can for each day.
Well, Melbourne Victory coming up. What have you made of their recent form?
We know that they're a good team. but we need to worry about it and concentrate about on ourselves.
Given that this is the third time you'll have met them this season, do you feel as though you've got a better idea of, without commenting on what they actually do you feel as though you've got a better idea of what they do, given that this is the third time you've seen it?
You never know what happens. You just got to prepare the best way as you can, and you see on the night.
And as I also said, Pico, we've got the Asian Champions League coming up as well. When do you anticipate naming your squad for that? We saw Sydney release theirs yesterday. When can we expect to see your Asian Champions League squad named?
Maybe tomorrow, maybe after the game. We need to see how everything is. Again, my focus at the moment isn't the Asian Champions League. It's today training and tomorrow's game.
Fair enough. I'll let Pietro if he has any.
Any questions for you, Pietro, or you're good, mate?
Just the one.
Go ahead.
What do you make of Matthew Leckie's current form, and how vital will it be going into the Derby?
It's just Leckie's attitude, trying to get better. It's good that he's improving. There's still a long way to go for him, in my opinion. But it's good to see that he's getting better. Every day, and every training, and obviously, and putting that into games. It just shows the mentality of the person and the player.